anointed body cleanser and healer aloe vera juice Zoom meeting. We have a small group tonight, but everyone is welcome. We'd like to do some shout outs. If you could tell us where you're from. My name is Donna. I'm from DC.
Hi, Linda from Pennsylvania.
Welcome, Linda.
Hi, Linda. Welcome.
Thank you.
My name is Alice Edwards, and I'm from Silver Spring, Maryland.
Hey, Alice.
I am Yvonne Bright, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Right.
Welcome, Yvonne.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm Barbara McCain. I am from the DMV, Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia.
All right.
Welcome, Barbara.
Welcome, Barbara.
Thank you. Representing.
Okay. Well, we're gonna, like I said, get started. Just a few housekeeping rules. If you're calling in on Zoom, use the reaction button to raise your hand to speak, or you can use the chat box to write down your comments. To unmute, you click the mute button. To mute, click the mute button again. If you're calling in on a cell phone, hit *6 to unmute, *9 to raise your hand. Someone's waiting in the waiting room, y'all. The ABC&H team is working in the background, monitoring the raise hands and chat box. And we will call on you when you're next in the queue. We will have a slide presentation at the end of the session that will give you more information about the company and how to place your order. Before we get started, I would like to remind you that the meeting is being recorded and the information you hear tonight is not scientific medical advice and is not meant to replace any advice you receive from your healthcare professional. At this time, we will have an inspirational message by Barbara McCain.
All right. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. There are a couple of, I'm going to give two inspirations. My first one is about the power of aloe vera juice. I'll start off by saying, embrace the soothing power of aloe vera juice as nature's remedy for healing. Let its gentle touch nurture your body, rejuvenate your spirit, and inspire your journey towards wellness. With every sip, feel the essence of renewal and vitality infusion your being. Trust in the healing embrace of aloe vera juice to nourish you from within, guide you towards a harmonious balance of your mind, body, and soul. Now, we all know that this month is Women's History Month, and I'd just like to say something inspirational around Women's History Month. During Women's History Month, let's celebrate the brilliance, the resilience, and boundless potential of women around the globe. From pioneers breaking barriers to everyday heroes making a difference. Each woman's journey is a testament to her strength and courage. Let's honor their achievements and yours as well, amplifying their voice and your voice, and continue to pave the way for futures where every woman thrives, shines, and inspires generations to come. And again, happy Women's History Month. Thank you, Donna, and back over to you.
Thank you, Barbara. That was beautiful. I see Miss Barbara Brown, who's going to be our guest speaker, giving her testimony tonight. She has her hand raised.
Oh, I was just playing around. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to move on because we're going to hear an amazing testimony from Miss Barbara Brown. So if you could give your testimony, the floor is open. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Barbara Brown, and I've been using the aloe vera juice for about 7 months now. and I just feel so much better in general. And like I said, my skin is clearer, my eyes are whiter. I went to the doctor and had a CT scan, and he looked at all of my organs, and he was like, "Oh, everything looks great inside." He said, "If all of my patients was in good shape and the organs looked as great as yours, I'd be out of business." And also, I had kidney cancer in 2021, and I've been using the rub because I have scar tissue, and it just makes that spot feel so much better, and bone loss in my lower back. So I've been using the rub as well. So I just want to say it's a great product, and I plan to continue to use it. And I've been telling as many people as I know about it. I told my son, and he just recently started using it as well. So I'm very excited about the product. I think that's it.
Okay,
Miss
well,
Fab,
we open,
Miss
thank you so much for that
Miss
testimony.
Babs, this is Barbara. Can I ask a question if you don't mind regarding your use of the aloe vera juice?
Sure.
Okay, you had mentioned excuse me, I'm sorry. Woo. Uh, sorry about that. I'm so excited about your testimony. You had mentioned that the physician says that about if folks keep using it and healing like the way they're healing, that it would put them out of business. How do you feel about when he said that statement to you? Did you agree with him?
I was just happy that everything looked good. You know, I had a CT scan and I went to him as a follow-up. So when he went down from my esophagus down through my stomach all the way down and was saying, "This looked great, this looked great." And at the end, he said, "If all of my patients looked as good as you on the inside, that I would be out of business." And we kind
Mm,
of laughed
that's
about, we kind of laughed about it.
that's a powerful statement, and it says a
Hmm.
lot. It
Yeah, it
says
does.
a heck of a lot. And I appreciate that testimony, and I'm definitely going to share that with others as I start, continue to recruit. But I think that we should have more people giving their testimonies. And when I spoke with Miss Rebecca, there's a lot of folks out there that really need to know about this. And definitely your testimony is powerful. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, I agree. And I was talking to my sister. She's the one that got me to start using it. And I was telling her just overall how much better I feel. And I nickname it my joy juice. So,
Mm, the joy juice. I'm
yeah, I
gonna have
nickname it my joy juice. I look forward to taking it because it makes me feel good. I
uh-oh,
can tell
you
the difference in how I've been feeling since I've been taking it. And like I said, I look forward to it. And the rub as well. Like I said, when I feel any problems with that scar tissue where I had the kidney cancer, it always makes it feel better. So it's an excellent product. And we sometimes we just complain about everything, but we never tell people when something's really, really working.
all right, Miss Brown. Again, we appreciate that. I like that, AKA joy juice.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
my
it.
joy juice. I look forward to running down. This is about the time of night I take it.
All right, we may have to coin that one. All right,
Yeah,
thank you again, Donna. I
you're
apologize.
welcome.
I just had that question to ask.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. If anyone else wants to give a testimony, you're welcome to do so. Well, I'm gonna give a testimony. So my dog is blind. We have a Shih Tzu. He's 16, and he has glaucoma. So I had heard a lady give her testimony on how her pressure was like 50, and she started using the topical in her eyes, and it went down to 10. So I said, now if she using it went down from 50 to 10, I'm gonna use it with the dog. Because we were using 3 different type of drops with him, and one of them you run out like every week. We're buying drops for him. So I've basically been using the topical, and his eye, the left eye, has not been as red. It'll be a little red sometimes, but I honestly think it's working. I haven't taken him to the ophthalmologist in a minute because they want to do surgery But he appears to be comfortable, so I'm gonna continue to use the aloe in his eyes. So
Wow, that's a great, powerful testimony because I know Miss Rebecca did tell us that not only we can use it for human beings, we can also use it with our pets and heal them as well. And when pets do get sick, especially dogs, they go out and graze on, out there on what's green in the grass. So,
you sure
and
do.
it's green, so there's healing definitely. And not only, that the aloe vera, but the fact that it's a green, and it's powerful healing in that.
Yes.
All right. Do we have any others who want to give their testimony? We are definitely excited and thrilled to hear it.
I have a question.
Hey, Sheila.
Donna, when you are you straining that aloe that you put in your dog's eye?
I do, because normally the settlement will fall to the bottom. But yeah, I do have a little strainer I will pour through there and then let it kind of sit, but I leave it out because the basement's kind of cool.
Okay.
So I leave it and I put it in a little, a cup and let it sit there, and I just use it and use it like 3 times a day in both eyes.
Have you ever put it in your own eyes?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't tried it yet. I want to.
Yeah, I've used it in my eyes as well.
Okay.
You know what, Sheila, we have had a couple of sessions in the past, and we do post many of our recorded sessions on YouTube. And there is a session that one of our guest speakers did come on, and including Miss Rebecca, talked about using the topical in the eye, and Donna kind of like mentioned that she was like spot on about letting get some of the topical out of the the jar and let it sit, and then just drain it and get one of those little syringes and use that and put it on the side of the eye, and let it get into the eye. But we had a couple of sessions and discussions about that, and a lot of the individuals that were used in the eye gave a powerful testimony how it helped their glaucoma, and how it increased their sight so that they can see a lot better. So it just definitely was a proven a testimony to that effect.
Thank you.
And if you would like, I can give you a link and put it in the chat so that you would know where to go and just look at all the pre-recorded videos.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, is there anyone else who wants to give a testimony? The floor is open.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Birdie Harris, and I have been using the Aloe Vera, drinking the Aloe Vera juice for maybe 3 years now. I had a PAD done. That's when you have blood clots in your legs, and mine was in my legs. And I went to the doctor, and he was telling me I needed surgery because I had blood clots. And I know heart condition runs in my family, so I became very concerned about it. So Miss Rebecca came to the church, and we were talking, Barbara brought her, and we were talking, and she suggested I use it. And I'm like, I had to acquire the taste. And I'm like, okay, I can, this is gonna help me. So I started drinking it twice a day as she's suggested. And so now going back to my doctor he says, "Oh, I don't see anything. Your blood is running smoothly. You don't have any pressure problems." And I just smiled. He said, "Well, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it." And I said, "I sure will." And plus, trying to, cut out a lot of fatty foods and different things of that nature because I was trying to watch my weight as well. And so, to the testimonies that have been given, and it's mine as well, is that it does work. And I have told people about it. Some of them can't adjust. My grandson had COVID, and I told him, I said, "Well, drink it." He says, "Grandma, I'm trying, but I just can't." And I said, "Well, okay." I said, "Well, don't waste my juice. Just bring it back to me. I'll drink it myself." And he sort of chuckled, but and you share your story, and that's all you can do. You can share your story, and it's up to the individual to want to try it. And I was speaking to a lady on Sunday about it, and that's all you can do. You can invite and share your testimonies because it's a testament of what you've gone through, and telling our story can help someone, and maybe it won't help. But the thing about it is that your conscience is clear, because we want to pull people up, not let them stay where they are and stop running to the doctors so much. And we find more surgery being done, which is not necessary. And I have, every time you talk about, let's see what's going on, I just smile to myself. He says, everything is looking good. And, he said, "Well, keep on doing what you're doing. You lost a couple of pounds." And, I'm smiling. I'm like, "Okay, thank you." And so God is good. And these are some of the things that we have learned to help with this current situation that we have. And it's a testimony that it does work. All right. Thank you for letting me share.
I know her, you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bertie.
Thank you, Barbara.
So is there anyone else that would like to share? The floor is open.
All right, this is Barbara here. I always love sharing this story. I recently sustained a knee injury in 2002. I was over at on Andrews Air Force Base, leaving the commissary and getting ready to get into the truck. I'm not sure if I slipped on some ice or oil, but I had a severe fall, and all I knew is that I couldn't get up. My body was in one direction and my left leg was in another direction. I was immediately rushed over to the urgent care, and they immediately gave me x-rays, etc. And I know I tore, let me see if I got this right. I guess it's my PCL, ACL, or something. All around the knee was totally just whacked. I couldn't, stand up, and if I did, it was very painful. I thought my leg was about to fall off. I mean, that's just how much pain I was in. But anyways, um, after I had the X-rays, and they wanted to give me all this medication to help with the swelling of my leg, but I said no, I'm not gonna do that. So I started using the aloe vera juice and the topical to rub on that knee area and around it. Now, normally you would when you sustain such an injury like that, you're gonna have some excruciating pain. And I'm telling you the honest God truth. I had no pain. I saw the swelling, but I'm asking myself, why is it I do not feel any pain? So if Miss Rebecca was here, she would just say how the aloe vera, the topical, had absorbed into my knee. And it was just, kind of like helping the inflammation to go down, and I wouldn't feel the pain or anything. It was just a part of the healing process. So before I started having therapy, the doctors were talking about wanting to have surgery. I was totally against it, didn't want it, because I felt that the aloe vera juice and the topical would do the job. And to make a long story short, it did the job. The inflammation went down. I was back on my feet, walking normal, kicking my leg, dancing in 3 to 4 months. And the doctors were just amazed how the healing process was so quick, and that I did not need to have surgery. And the funny part about it, they wanted to see how my right leg was, but I was also putting it on that leg as well. So because of me using more of my balance on my right leg, that would cause me problems, but it did not. So, just a testament that aloe vera is amazing. And I still use it, been using it. I don't think I'm not going to ever stop using it. And that's my testimony for this evening. And thank you all for your ear.
Anyone else want to share what the aloe vera juice has done for them? I know, we have some more amazing testimonies.
I just want to let folks know we're a family here. The more we let people know how this juice work, the less medications we would have to take, and the more we could be a living proof and getting people from taking unnecessary medicines, because we are making other folks rich, meaning the physicians and stuff. They got to have sick people. And the old thing someone used to always tell me, if the patient appears to be sick, guess what the doctor does? He appears to help you. So that means they're going to inject you with probably medicines that will cause other problems. And the whole thing that Miss Rebecca would always tell us, it's not about healing. It's about our bodies returning back to its natural state. And we got to be very careful. I want my body to return back to its natural state. Because when we were created to use everything that God has put on this earth for us. Not to the processed foods and all this other stuff that our bodies have been used to eating, which has taken our bodies out of its natural state. So I'm a strong advocate and believer that the aloe vera has helped me, in addition to my diet, drinking water, to bring my body back to its natural state. And I must say, it's a beautiful thing. Thank you again.
Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, you're right. It brings your body back into homeostasis, balance, when we give the body what it needs.
Thanks, Barbara. That was powerful.
Thank you. And
so Linda has her hand raised. Linda?
Okay.
Yes, I haven't really used it yet, but I appreciate all the wonderful, beautiful testimonies that you ladies have, and it's such a good thing to know. And I'm one that I cannot stand the pharmaceutical companies. I never take them once in a great while, I may take aspirin if I really, really need it, you know. But my mother was the same way. And I do, you know, believe that, there's always something out there to heal us, you know, and having testimonials on all the different things. But I did have a question. The aloe vera, you're hearing so much about these forever chemicals, you know, all the food I'm reading about that. You know, you try to eat healthy, but everything is sprayed with pesticides. Does this also help with getting rid of them in your body?
Yes, short answer is yes. I just got a message earlier for you all. Miss Rebecca is not going to be online because she is stuck in traffic in Baltimore. But yes, it does. It would help. Again, the part of drinking the aloe vera juice is to help detox your,
Mm.
you know, to detoxify your system, which means it get rid of anything that does not belong in that system,
Oh, that's good.
your system. And I'm not Miss Rebecca, but I've been around her long enough to kind
Yeah.
of like know that she will definitely tell you yes in the responses that she has
Mhm.
given to other folks with similar questions that you have.
Yeah.
Um, and that's Linda, and that's one of the beautiful things about the aloe vera because of the medicinals.
Yeah.
Um, that it definitely helps. You know, it cures so much, and it helps in so much that
Yes.
you have to use it to
Yeah.
actually be one who gives a testimony. And we know that the taste is not an acquired, you know,
Yeah.
a taste
That's true.
you have to acquire, it, but that's just like anything that's good for
Mhm.
your body.
Yep.
You're gonna have to acquire the taste. I remember back when we used to take what was that? Castor oil and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Man, that stuff was the horrible taste, but it did somewhat miraculous things to our bodies when we were sick.
Yes.
But I hope that answered your question.
Oh, it does. It does. You know, I just thought I'd bring it in case somebody else is wondering about these forever chemical things and sprays and everything, you know. Thank you so much.
And she would also probably say that, I mean, I hear her tell us when it's coming to us cooking our vegetables or eating fruit,
Yeah.
she would tell us to soak our like greens or anything like that with a little salt and soak it in some water to
Yeah.
get a lot of
Yeah,
chemical.
because I also was reading too, or the soil picks that up right in the plant. You can't even wash it all off anymore, you know?
Along with the boiling and things like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and we want to show Miss Rebecca how knowledgeable we are because, you know, again, I don't know all the answers, but, you know, if we talk and share what you know, trust
Yes.
me, we all become knowledgeable so that we can what? Be advocates
Yes.
and influencers, right? So Linda, thank you. Babs, Miss Brown, I see you have your hand up,
Yeah,
ma'am.
put my hand.
Yes, I put a comment in the chat about the taste. People talk about the taste. I've learned to put it under my tongue to swallow it instead of on top of my tongue. Have any of you all done that? It helps you don't taste it as much.
Wow, that's a great way. I didn't know that. So you
Yeah,
said under the tongue?
to put it underneath the tongue. When you're
And,
putting it in your mouth, put it underneath the tongue and swallow it from underneath the tongue instead of the top of the mouth, the
Oh,
top of the tongue.
okay.
and what does that do? I mean,
You
for
don't
you,
taste the bitterness as much because it's going underneath the tongue instead of on top of the tongue.
okay. I'm
When
gonna
you're pouring it in your mouth, it's like going under your tongue. You're swallowing it from under instead of on top of your tongue. And it really helps with the bitterness.
Thank you for that advice. I'm definitely going to try that tonight.
Mhm. And also, do you have these meetings every month, or how often do you have them?
This right, the meetings are currently every other month, and normally when we're about to close the session out, um, the host for today, for the session, will make some closing remarks and announcements, and we will talk about the next meeting. So it's every other month. So
Okay.
then, Donna, I'm not going to steal Donna's thunder because she is the host for tonight, and I'll make sure. Well, I won't make sure, but she'll make sure that you all will know when the next meeting will be.
And you can invite others is
We encourage you, highly encourage that.
okay. Okay. And also, can you get prior links for prior testimonies that people have given? I'd like to get prior testimony.
Yes, ma'am. What I can do, is this Miss Babs, Miss
Yes,
Brown?
Babs Brown. I'm sorry, I don't know how to change that.
No, don't worry about it. I actually put a link in the chat that kind of like as a it's kind of like a starting point, and you would see all. Let's see if that'll happen.
Okay.
It should,
Quietly. The other one says, if you do this job for others, you heal yourself at the same time because a dose of joy is a spiritual.
I'm sorry. Did I mess up here? Did I lose us?
Still there, Barbara.
We all are still there. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, that was what I put in the chat. Is actually a link that you can get started with, and you'll see some of the videos that we posted. There is actually place, and it starts with the beginning of Miss Rebecca's um the owner who was interviewed, and you can hear her amazing story of how she started her journey with ABC&H aloe vera juice. And it's about an hour. We've had 564 people. It might have
Wow.
grown since then to actually listen to her interview. And it's an amazing interview. I can also put that in the link, but I do have the team have a spreadsheet of all the recordings that we had and what were the highlights during the Zoom session of the meetings that we've had thus far. And it goes as far back as January of 2021.
Oh, okay.
So, Ms. Brown, I can send you a copy of the list, and we will definitely have this one posted as well.
Okay. Because it's good to give your testimony, but it's good as well to give other testimonies because sometimes the other testimonies are what the person's dealing with, you know. Like the person that
Yes.
spoke about her knees, the person I'm talking to may be having knee issues. So it's good to know, just what all it does work for.
All right. And I appreciate your candidness and just open. Like I said to everybody, this is a family here. If we know that someone have a testimony, like you said, Miss Babs, if someone has an ailment or having issues, and then another person may have the same issue, they want to know, hey, does it work? And when they find out by word of mouth, then hey, they're going to use the product. And
Right.
what I love about the product, there's no additives or preservatives that's in it. And that's another good thing. You can go into the stores and find aloe vera in CVS, Walmart.
Mhm.
But however, if you read it, you can see the preservatives that it has in there and other additives, and it doesn't taste the same. I have one person that goes to the dollar store. I don't know if you all been to the dollar store. They have a version of aloe vera juice.
Oh
I kind of
no, who would trust the dollar store aloe vera juice? Oh no.
I kind of chuckled because they said it was really sweet and it's good. I said, did you read the ingredients? Because it has been processed and modified, but all the nutrition is not in there because of the preserves and the additives that's in there. So if you're going to be, you know, taking this product, you want the real deal. Yeah.
You can tell us the real deal by the taste.
Come on now. I used to thought grapefruit was bad.
You can tell by the love that Miss Rebecca puts into it when she makes it.
And I tell you, speaking of Miss Rebecca, I am so ever grateful, of having her, because she is such a loving individual.
Yes, she
She
is.
she she puts herself last.
Yeah.
You don't know how many times when I've talked to her, how she stays up all night making the aloe vera juice. She said, Barbara, there are a lot of sick people out here. I got to help them. And that's what she says. I must help them. I shall help them. And that's an amazing testimony from her. And God has given her not only the strength, but just her and her powerful testimony herself. And I gotta tell folks, you gotta listen to it. It's an hour and 15 or 20 minutes long. The interview is amazing. Matter of fact, for those that are on the line, I can also put that into the chat as well.
Okay, definitely try that under your tongue. It is so much better. You still taste it, but not quite as much.
I have something to say. This is Yvonne, and I have something to say about that, the taste. It is something that I have gotten accustomed to now, and I just drink it regardless what. But in order to help that taste, what I do, I have a date with it. I drink it and I eat a date, and it really helps a lot. So that's the part about the taste. Now, in reference to the regular juice, what I did, I had ran out of Miss Rebecca aloe vera juice, and I said, I gotta get something going because this juice really helps me a lot. Number one, it makes me go to the bathroom and get rid of all that toxin every day when I drink it.
Yes.
Right here beside me, and I'm gonna drink it while I'm drinking it really while I'm listening to the session. But it really helps with that. And like I started to say, I went to the vitamin shop and I got a big bottle. It was probably for $30 or something like that. I just got a big bottle, and I didn't really like the taste of it. It didn't taste real, and I said, "Nah, this is not gonna do it." So I have to continue to order my aloe vera juice from Miss Rebecca as soon as I'm running out of it, and I pray that she'll have the strength to continue on and on. Because in 2021, a friend told me about this aloe vera because I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I've been drinking it ever since. So I just can't stop drinking it, So it's very good.
Oh, that is such a powerful testimony. I mean, we have so many powerful testimonies. You don't know how your testimony resonates on other people.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what I'm talking about. We have to get the word out. We must be what? Influencers, advocators for Miss Rebecca about this aloe vera juice and the topical. I want people to what? To be healed from their illness. Not the word healed, but to get rid of the illness, because that system, their system needs to be what? Detoxified.
Correct.
Get rid
Correct.
of that.
In
know,
addition to, I'm sorry, are you speaking?
no, come,
Okay, in
come.
addition to this aloe vera, I can testify to the fact that it does heal. Because if you should have a cut and you break it, you have aloe around, you break it and you put it on the cut, it will heal it in a day for sure. So when my friend told me about this, and I said, really? I think this is really going to work. So I'm going to try. I'm definitely going to try it. And I haven't really stopped ordering it since 2021. And I will continue to order it. I have introduced it. Oh, wow. I just remember I didn't call my friend to remind her to come on, but she's in the Maryland area as well. And I told her there was a meeting, but I forgot. Sorry, next time. Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ms. Babs, you have something?
Yeah, to the lady that used it for her breast cancer, were you using the topical to rub? Were you taking it by mouth? What actually helped you? Because I have a friend that just had went through radiation and she talks about the side effects. So is that something she would get the topical or both?
By the time I start using the aloe juice, the healing was basically over already. So I'm just drinking it for maintenance. I don't really use the topical that much.
Okay.
But I believe in it. I believe in this aloe juice for real. Okay.
So, Ms. Brown,
Mm-hmm.
the friend that has is doing the treatments, and you're saying that she's having different symptoms. I mean,
She was saying that breast, now that she's been through the radiation, is real dark, and I think she says pains run through it at times or something along that effect. And I didn't know if that was something I could suggest she use the topical or use
Miss
the.
Rebecca would tell you, Miss Rebecca would say both. What I would recommend, if you don't mind, is have her to talk with Miss Rebecca. I feel very confident to say that Miss Rebecca will tell her to use both, to rub
Okay.
the topical on the area where she's feeling the pain, and also to drink it.
Okay. Okay.
But I still would ask that you reach out to her because, again, I'm an advocate and an influencer. So that's how I'm very confident in saying what I'm saying, because based on listening to your testimonies and my testimony, it's no other way. So yes, I would definitely get her in contact with Miss Rebecca and to order the product and get her to start on that immediately.
Because she's a diabetic as well, so she has different.
Oh, it helps that too.
Oh, it does?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh, yes.
I'm glad I'm on the line. I'm learning a lot. I didn't know that.
I am diabetic and I really don't have to take my metformin anymore, but occasionally I have it. So occasionally I pop one in my mouth, but really and truly, I don't need to take my diabetes medicine anymore.
So your A1C is good?
My A1C is 5.7.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Gosh. Amazing.
And how long have you been taking it?
I've been drinking this olive juice since 2021 when my friend recommended it to me. I've been drinking it all along, but now for sure I don't have to take my diabetic my metformin anymore. So I think it really helps.
Okay, it's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Ms. Brown, definitely let your friend consult with Miss Rebecca, and I'm pretty sure she'll be immediately on that and drinking it, and hopefully we'll have her as a guest to tell us her testimony with everybody else's testimonies. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to giving it as some gifts.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Loving it.
Give us
yeah.
gifts.
All right. I'm Donna.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to take over, but this is just a great conversation in absence of Miss Rebecca. I mean, I am so elated that
Mhm.
folks are actually opening up and talking about what the aloe vera has done for them. Yvonne and Miss Brown and Linda and Miss Birdie. I and Sheila, you all are some amazing folks. I would hope one day to see you all in person and give you all hugs.
Well, we're not far apart. I mean, from New York to Maryland, it's what, 5 hours or 3 hours? It's not far. We could have a meetup one day.
Well, that would be something that I think the team has actually talked about. If one day we all have a just one place where we can all just meet up and have a little seminar. If it's a half a day on a weekend,
That would be lovely.
Saturday,
That would be
Sunday,
great.
and
Mhm.
even if we can do that, I think that would be such an amazing thing to do. Just something different, something new, and everybody is just coming together and giving high thanks to our Father, our Creator, and just thanking Him for the aloe vera plant and thanking God for putting it on Miss Rebecca's heart to want to help folks who, like myself and many of you, as we, conquer our our challenges, our physical, mental challenges, and using aloe vera products to help that, to help us. A, B, and C aloe vera juice and the topical.
Sounds great.
So Donna, it's back in your court.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just listening. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Our next meeting is it May 10th at 8 o'clock? Am I correct with that?
Yes.
Okay, May 10th at 8 p.m. and you all will get a email to remind you of that meeting. Miss Rebecca will not be in Virginia on the 20th of April. She will be at Rehoboth Baptist Church at 621 Alabama Avenue Southeast. Barbara, what time? I don't have the time for that.
I believe that's going to be from 10 to 4, and this is all for the folks that are local within the DMV. Just wanted to start giving you all early notice that's if you're going to be picking up April the 20th at Pentagon Row, she will be over in Southeast for distribution and also for letting people know about the product there.
That's starting in April.
It's
No,
just
it's a one day. It's just a one day, April the 20th.
Oh, April 20th. Okay.
Yeah, she'll be in her normal locations, but we're just starting to let folks know. So if you all go to Pentagon Row in Virginia looking for Miss Rebecca, she is not going to be there.
Okay. Do you know what date she actually goes back to Northeast instead of Pentagon City?
you mean
My sister said
Southeast?
it's Southeast, when the weather breaks.
Southeast
Mm-hmm.
when the weather breaks. And this is what I love about it. She actually, I love how she divides her time between the Maryland and DC and Virginia area, just so people can, pick up. But Donna has said that would be when the season break, when the Ward 8 market convene, which will
Okay.
be late April or early May. But we'll definitely put more information out at our next meeting.
Okay, thank you.
You're quite welcome.
We will ask that you all continue to share your testimonies with your family and friends, and bring some more people on in May, so that we can hear. Miss Rebecca loves to hear testimonies. She really does. So if you all could share the information with your loved ones and your friends, we would appreciate it. But we want to thank you all for joining us tonight, and we hope to hear you all on our next call in May on the 10th at 8 p.m.
All right, you have a great evening.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night, and
Everybody.
thank you all for joining.
You're quite welcome.
Good
Bye-bye.
night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.